What's up, Innocently Disabled with Legs Media? And today is stage 19, and it's a short stage. It's 93 kilometers, quite a bit of climbing in it. It's going to be a tough stage. This stage definitely favors Tadej Pogacar as opposed to all the other riders. This is definitely a stage for Tadej, and we will see how it goes. I If Visma is going to try anything, they need to just go right off the gun because, as you can see, they're going to roll, but it's going to roll up. So I'm not quite sure who's going to be on the front. But it's going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure Little Track is going to control it up until the intermediate sprint. And then after the intermediate sprint, it's not long before they start climbing. So there's not going to be much room between the intermediate sprint and then when the climb starts. When the climb starts, they climb, they drop down just a little bit, stay up in the hills in a little valley, climb up some more, and then a long, 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 long descent. That's a long descent. That's a long way to be descending. So if you possibly get dropped and you are an okay climber, pretty good climber, you should be able to get back on that second descent because the first descent is really short, but that descent is for forever. Who knows who's going to be able to get back on, but I'm pretty sure at the bottom of the last climb, it's going to be a pretty sizable group, no matter how hard they attack or how they go away. It all depends, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case. You're going to have, uh, I reckon, more than 20 to 30 guys going up, starting the last climb because the second climb is the descent is so long. They're going downhill for such a long time that they're going to be able to uh, get back on. So they're getting ready. They're actually staging right now, and they're calling the riders up to. So there's Florian Lipowitz. He's going up. He's still the best young rider by only 21 seconds. And today is so hard and so intense. I don't know who it's going to favor, if it's going to favor Lipowitz or if it's going to favor only, because I don't know uh, those guys that well just yet because they are new to me and on my radar. So we will be checking them out. So it should be an interesting battle. I believe if I was only, I would literally not even worry about Poggi and then I would literally just race Lipowitz. But I only had an amazing race yesterday by being able to hang on to. I'm tired. Being able to hang on to Poggi and Vingard almost to the. If he would have hung on to them right up until the line, he probably would have had that 21 seconds. But he wasn't able to hang on to that 21 seconds. So he lost. And so he didn't lose anything. He didn't get the 6 seconds. He missed the getting the best young rider by 21 seconds. And then also we got tomorrow's stage 20, which is a bit of a sort of it's got a really good climb in the beginning, but then it sort of flattens out. Hey, Mr. D, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. So we're just talking about and yesterday's stage and today's stage. And they really tried to make. I don't know what they were thinking when they were planning this year's Tour de France. They wanted to make it as difficult. They wanted to make it as difficult as possible, but at the same time, making it as difficult as possible, you're gonna favor the strongest rider. So that's really, yeah, it's a tough one. So like if if there was the climbs were not as hard. It would be a lot harder for Pogacar to really put time into people like Vingegaard and everybody else. It's it sort of it makes the race exciting, but it also makes it sort of it puts it in the favor of one rider by making it that difficult. And that's what they've done. That's what's happening. So Poggi is the strongest rider. So it is the race is in his favor. So they're getting ready to. Looks like they've rolled out. So all of the riders have. All the riders have. So that it's So there's going to be a neutral zone for maybe about, I don't know, 4 or 5 kilometers before they start riding, and then they go for this. this first intermediate sprint right there. So they're good for that. So track little will be on the front controlling things up until this point. Then after this point, you know, if um, if there isn't a breakaway going by this point, um, maybe two or three riders may get away. But if there isn't a breakaway going, it's going to be track little all controlling it all the way up to that. But once they get to this point, then it's going to be pretty much how it's going to break loose from here. And then once they start climbing, but once you start climbing, it even if you try to get in a breakaway, it's going to favor the GC riders. It's definitely going to favor the GC riders. And so they are staging, staging. They're being held back. Oh, so they've called all the favorites up. So you got Pogacar, you got yesterday's winner Ben O'Connor, you got Jonathan Milan, Florian Lipowitz, and wearing the polka dot jersey is Jonas Vingegaard. So it's Jonas Vingegaard. Emily Monteith. How are you, Emily? Thank you for tuning in. I hope you hit the like button. And I hope you're a fan of cycling, because that's all I talk about when we're talking about the Tour de France right now. And I'd be curious to know what people think. Like, who's your favorite rider? Do you think Jonas has a chance? Like, this is today's stage. Do you think he has a chance of getting any time on Tadej Pogacar? Because Tadej Pogacar literally just rode within himself and basically didn't do too much. He just done enough just to make sure he won the stage, and then he got some more time. And when he did get that time, absolutely, he looked absolutely in control. Oh, so I want to go take a nap, but this stage is so short, and so it's going to be so fast. There's no time for that. I need to probably get a coffee or something just to get me through, so I can get through the stage, because it's going to be fire. So I'm anticipating little track. As I said, they're going to come to the front and basically control the race up until that intermediate sprint. So it's going to be pretty fast up until that intermediate sprint. How many kilometers is the intermediate sprint? The intermediate sprint is, let's see, 10. Oh, wow, that's quick. 10. So 12 kilometers comes intermediate sprint. Wow. So it's going to be on and popping from the time they take off. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so fast. This is going to be so fast. And then probably about 5 kilometers after they pass the intermediate sprint is when they start climbing. So the first climb is a category O, and it's 12 kilometers long. So I'm not quite sure. I don't know if it'd be a good idea for Poggi to go on the attack right away, or would he, just follow and watch and let Jonas dictate? I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure what what I would do, or what I would expect Poggi to do. It's going to be a tough one. So, like, the first climb is 12 kilometers, the second climb is 5, and then the last one is, they don't got the distance on the last climb. So let me see. 10, 5. Looks like it's about 21K for the last climb. It looks like about 21K for the last climb. So, oh, um, man, it's going to be a struggle to stay up to watch today's state, even though it's probably going to be super exciting. But let me get off of this and go watch this race, so I could come back and bring you my take on what happened. Alrighty, see ya. Appreciate you for tuning in. Got no likes today. That is what it is.